Hey guys, welcome to the second leg quarter-final against Porto in the Champions League. And of course we take a 3-1 lead on, obviously that was on away goals. And this should be a really good game. We have then on our team, we have Suarez and Shaw. Obviously we do have a slight crisis, well it's not really a crisis, but a slight injury or suspension worry. Obviously we've got Wiltshire, who is out for pretty much the rest of the season. 7 weeks and 2 months, so you can count him out really for the next month or so when the season ends. Silvani is suspended for this game. I'm not sure if he'll be suspended for the semis or not, but we'll have to go on that one. Castillo is still not fully fit. Obviously, he has a slight knock still, expected to be out for 1 to 2 days. I may play him against Derby. That's the next game. Although I might not, I don't know yet. So we are going to be going with Shaw and Suarez. Obviously, the other two I have are the prop strikers are at least Taylor and Jackson, both very young. Obviously we've got Ryan Bergen and Christian Hasley, who can also play up front, but I prefer to play them on the wings. Got Forbes, Mayer, Matei, Sadler, Shimpy, Moore, James, Kadane and Ramirez. I think they are playing exactly the same team as what turned out in the Dragao, so let's waste no more time and get on with it. If the game wants to let me. And it's doing this thing where it'll just stop. So yeah, he's got 10 goals, Luis Suarez, he's doing okay. Obviously that's, again, I'll reiterate my point again because I have to. It's not the real Luis Suarez, not the Uruguayan. What's that? Just set. Look up. Set 10 lads up sending anything extra. Okay, go say good luck. Okay, whatever. Maybe sometimes no reaction is a good thing. I don't think a lot of people realise that. It's like, always has to be good, always has to be good. Well, seemed relaxed isn't always a good thing. Yeah, sure, you get green arrows, obviously that means the morale goes up. AVB's in the stands. But that doesn't necessarily mean, that's a good thing. I mean, if you're relaxed against a really weak opposition, say, or, a lower league opposition, then that's got to be a goal for Suarez. How's he not scored? Oh my god. Sorry, yeah. As I was saying, so it's not always good if you're relaxed against a weaker opposition. That's going to be a sign of cockiness, I suppose. And that was a really good chance if that broke out. But good save by the goalkeeper, and that's a decent effort by Forbes. So, it's sometimes it's okay if you don't have a reaction. Now, going to the league, obviously, I realise that the league is potentially, it's not lost yet, but obviously as we saw last season with Man City and Manchester United, it's not lost yet, but I think the Champions League probably now has to be the main focus. If obviously you say that, if like a manager said that in real life, I think they'd get a bit of a beating in the media, but I think if I could say that, I think that is probably what would happen. I think certainly that would be a thing taken up by Rafa Benitez. I think he'd definitely say that. But as far as I'm concerned, the Champions League is still very much so my main aim. I'm looking to win it for a fourth time. But considering, I've been in how many, 6 finals, I think. That's close. I've been in 6 finals, won 3. Obviously, we've won it 8 times now. I'm looking for a potential 9th. So that's 4 for me. 9 overall for the club. Well, look at this, they're fighting really hard. Oh my god, it's another post. It's sure, how's he not missed? I think he wasn't offside, no. That was a real chance for Sean Shaw. Probably should have scored. No, he should have scored, just fact. I think if we get another one it could potentially kill the game, but Porto is still definitely in this. They get an away goal. Oh my god, keep hitting the woodwork, don't we? Oh my god. This is not this is horrible. We've hit the post twice, they've hit the bar once. Could go either way. I'm really looking for Shaw to do something here, to see if he can make the step up. Because usually young players, do get a little bit, I don't know. I don't know if they freeze or what the term would be, but they do not obviously they don't do as well. I mean, I think that's understandable and obvious. You shouldn't really have to be told that, but they still kind of struggle. But Joe Jackson, who's another player, who hasn't really struggled, he's done really well. And James, I'm not going to go in for him. Oh, I don't know. I'm happy though. We're still 3-1 up, so but obviously you want to have that extra goal, and that will really kill it off then. See, Shimpy would actually kill it off. Let's see. Oh, and that's a good save, but the goalkeeper, and he's done well there again. Well, if we got another one, it wouldn't actually do anything because they still need 3 goals. Obviously, they would if they scored. Obviously, if they got to the point where they would win on away goals, obviously. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It'd actually be level, so they need to score 4. Here's Sadler. There you go, Sadler. That's better. In off the frame of the goal, you still have to hit the post. But now they have to score 4 goals. I think that means it's still the same. Try to think. No, I think no, it doesn't matter anyway. I don't think it's worth calculating. I can't see them scoring any like 2 goals. Never mind 3. Obviously, if they score 3 goals, obviously and tie it to 4-4. That's 3-1 on both nights. Obviously, that means that's the only score that can take it to a penalty shootout. But if they score another one, that would make it 5-4. That's when they could win. Obviously, penalties goes out the equation. Oh, it's hit Suarez. Strange. Just mistake. Oh my god! They can't score. These strikers can't bloody score. I mean, he was like, and it's like they've been inches away from the goal. They've sort of snuffed at it. I don't know what they're doing. Oh my god! Horrendous finishing. And then it's half time. So happy with your performance. Hopefully that means they won't drop. I'm just going to say, come on. So I have faith in you to see what these two do. Because they need a bit of a kick up the arse. And obviously I realise now Porto are obviously going to be in the ascendancy for most of this half. With obviously, their strikers, real like that for example, they're putting a bit of pressure on. They can, maybe get 1 goal back, then it's all to play for still. Oh, God's everywhere to scramble. Got it away. I think I might say go to counter just to see what happens. Right. I think I'm thinking about making a sub unless the game forces an injury on me, and I think I may actually make a sub. Take Sadler off. Take the captain off. Done well today. Done much better. Let's bring Novello on. I might bring Bergen on as well. Take Forbes off. Yeah, he's 68. There we go. That's better. I think who's the captain? I think it said Shimpy was the captain. I think Shimpy's like 3rd in command, which is weird actually. I'm probably gonna make like the next. I'm probably gonna remove Fredinho from vice captaincy soon. Probably. I don't know who I'm gonna give the vice captaincy to, because Sadler will still be the captain. And he's gonna be the captain for a while. Might give it to. We'll see who's got like who's the most suitable, because when the assistant manager lists them, there's a chance for Bergen. Good finish, very good finish by Ryan Bergen. And that's 5-1. That really is game over now. I'd say take a breather. Might as well, I suppose. Sorry, yeah. What I was going to say, yeah. When the assistant manager says, "Do you want to keep your captains?" and you have a big list of them all, and you can choose. Usually they're listed by who is the most suitable. It does say on the thing, it's listed by who the most suitable is. Obviously, I take that into account, but obviously you've got to take into account as well who the better player is. I mean, like in real captaincy, it's no good putting a player in who is no good. Sadler is someone who, and I sort of did this with Goetz when I made him captain. Oh, and that's offside. A good finish again by Bergen, but he's offside. When I made Goetz captain, he didn't play in every game, which I know sounds a bit weird, but I wrapped him up in cotton wool. And he was the captain, but he didn't really play. So what ended up happening was, and Simon Kiye was another one. I put him as captain right at the twilight of his year, so he barely played. And I was like, well, Goetz was playing most of the time, so the vice captain ends up playing. But I think since I promoted Sadler to captain, he's doing okay. Here's a chance for Bergen again. That's a good save. So I don't know who the captain will be. Someone who's obviously been here a long time. That's what Shimpy has been here a while, so that's why he's there. Miras maybe, Novello, but he wants to leave. Sort of. Simon Moore potentially. Someone who loves the club as well, favoured club, Liverpool. That would help. Like Sadler is that, so it really does help. I imagine he would have attained the Scouse accent by now as well, or at least a fake one, or at least the woolly back accent. I don't know. I'm just trying to make conversation now because if it's 5-1, the game over, nothing really to talk about. I'll make one more sub. I will bring on Joe Jackson. I think he's a really good record in Europe. Take Suarez off. Would have brought Maloney on as well, but he seems to work really well as a poacher. Jackson. It is recommended position is target man, but he's 6'1". It's not massive. I mean, it's big. He's not massive. Like he's I thought I was going to go in off more. It's like not Carroll or Crouch or Jan Collis, target man style. That is a horrendous. That's horrible by that player there. Was it Maloney or something? Whatever it's called, I don't know. But yeah, I think we're just winding this game out now. They've been taking a breather. Novello should have scored there. I think it was Novello, maybe Jackson. Don't think it was. Looked like Novello. That will be game over. 2-0 on the night, 5-1 on aggregate. Very, very good indeed. Now, obviously I forgot to mention who... May is man of the match, there you go. £42 million well spent. Who we will be playing against, of course, in the semi-final. I think I put an annotation up to say, sorry, I forgot to mention the semi-final because I clicked off and then I was like, I literally ended the recording and it said, sorry, I've just been captured by that Real Madrid scoreline. I'll come back to that in a sec. I literally turned the recording off and it said semi-finals. I was like, oh, feck. So I forgot. Let me just see this for a second. Oh my god. That's 5-5. That's amazing. Good lord. Real Madrid are out, so... Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Against Chelsea. So Chelsea actually beat Barcelona. And it'll be Inter versus Bayern Munich, so they could very well come back. So we'll have an English team in the final. So this was the semi. Let me just... wow, Porto actually got to the semis. The final was actually, weirdly, Bayern Munich versus Chelsea, so we could actually have a repeat of that again if they beat us. But that's, well, we've had many Liverpool-Chelsea semi-finals, haven't we? Ooh, but let's have a look at the quarterfinals. How did Chelsea get on? They beat Barcelona 3-1. Tottenham also, wow, gave away a lead against Bayern. 3-3 on aggregate, wow. Yeah, so well done there. Well done to Florian Mayer. It is man of the match. And that will be that then. So thank you very much for watching. Look at Man City, 87 points. How many games are we into? 32. They could get 100 points at this rate. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, lads. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back for that derby game then. The Chelsea game will be coming up very soon. Thanks for watching. See you later.